and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in as I shut my phone off and make sure that we are. Isn't that rude?
One of the things I always try to do is hit mute and hit mute.
Have I muted that? Because I could kind of hear an echo.
I don't hear anything, but I spent years in field artillery. I wouldn't.
Well, just making sure. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here again on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce. Look who's here. Brian Turner is back. You haven't been here for about a month.
It's been 3 weeks.
Is that right?
I actually was looking at that yesterday.
It was like after the Masters or something like that, right?
Sounds right. I had the Texas trip, and then recovering from the Texas trip work-wise. When you work two jobs, that's a little more difficult.
Yeah, that makes it kind of tough. But welcome back. Glad you're here. Hope what we're gonna do, folks, today. Of course, this is our weekly Take the Points show, and today I love it. It's my favorite week of the year. I just love it. It's the Kentucky Derby. It is a joy. I as a math geek, and I know you like this too.
Oh yeah.
I'm a math geek. He's a math geek, which makes handicapping horses a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, there's an analytical side to horse racing.
There is certainly an analytical side to horse racing.
I'm sure we'll get into how we handicap,
and we'll get them wrong too. Yeah. We'll get them entirely wrong.
It's like when I wrote the March Madness column about how much studying and all the numbers I know and how none of it matters.
Yeah, how'd you do? I know how he did. We're not going to talk about that anymore.
Actually, broke even overall.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Our little side thing is actually the only thing I lost on.
Speaking of that, we're going to talk a little bit about the NFL draft today, and you had a good weekend on the NFL draft.
Didn't do well there.
We'll talk a little bit about the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs, plus the baseball season. If we can get it all in, who knows? It's a jam-packed show, so let's get right at it. What is going on in your neighborhood here today and tomorrow over this Mother's Day weekend? Before I forget, Ben, I'll put you back on the screen so you can say Happy Mother's Day to your mother. A good Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Hope you have a great
Happy Mother's Day to both of them.
There you go.
Actually, mother-in-law's birthday was Thursday, so.
Is that right?
Happy birthday, Elaine, and Happy Mother's Day.
Well, now you're making me look bad because I didn't say Happy Mother's Day to my mother-in-law. Happy Mother's Day too, Sarah. Thanks, Wheeze. Enough of you. Oh, you're off screen.
There I go, raising the bar again.
There you go, raising the bar for decency. Good luck with that. First time ever.
The wedding proposal.
Oh, that was pretty good, too. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, community events here for Friday, May 6th. What is going on this weekend around your world? Well, up in Jeff here this afternoon at 4:30, they're going to have a big old fish fry. Catfish fillets along with French fries, cornbread, slaw, dessert, and drink. Cost is $13, and I'm sure it's going to the Ruritans. They do an outstanding job. They do scholarships and all kinds of things for folks, so go up there and give them a hand. What's going on over in Clay City? They're having a big old school play, and this looks like a lot of fun. The Clay City Schools Drama Club putting on their spring play, 10 Ways to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse. That if you're not going to have fun watching that, you're just not going to have fun. It's the end of the world, and zombies are out to get you. What do? Turn to this hilarious guide to survive the apocalypse. The play will be tonight and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and 7:30 on both nights. So 2 shows both nights. Tickets are $5, and they can be purchased from any of the cast and crew members, or go to the Clay City High School office. They'll help you out there too. They hope to see you there. Should be a ton of fun. This is kind of an odd one. Celebrating Mom's Succulent Bar. I did not know how to read that, but from 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock, it's at the Beanstalk Boutique. Let's celebrate moms. Come bring your mother, your girlfriend, and your kids. Enjoy their first ever succulent bar. What's a succulent bar? Wheeze, what's a succulent bar?
I'm assuming it's the little potted cactuses.
Exactly right. Yeah, you see, now you had the better idea than me. I was thinking some kind of soft drink or something like that. You pick out your succulent, the planter, the filler, and accessories, and they'll help you plant it. Succulent.
Yeah, I got too many jokes I cannot say on the air right now.
We can't say any of them. We can't say a doggone one. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday, May 7th, over at Noble, it's at the Noble City Park. It's the big old Mayfest car show. It'll be held from 9 a.m. to noon at the Noble City Park. Entry fee is $15. Going to be awards for the top 45, 1900 to 1999, as well as the top 10, 2000 to present vehicles, as well as the top 5 motorcycles. So there you go. That's 60 awards. That's a big show. Food vendors will be present. For more information, give Ed Jones a call at 618-843-8822 or Merrill Chapman at 217-550-6682.
I could probably win 2 or 3 of those.
What would you win with?
I've got the 76 Super Sport 550.
That would be a nice one.
Pretty popular bike. Gets turned into cafe racers a lot.
Yeah.
We got an 88 Honda Shadow 800.
Oh, you're talking
got an old 70s.
Motorcycles.
Yeah. What was this?
The motorcycles and cars.
Yeah, motorcycles.
Yeah.
And we got an old Hobbit. Yeah, my CRV is probably not winning any car shows.
I was wondering about your old, the old PT Cruiser that you had. Or was
I did not have a PT Cruiser.
I thought that was the CRV, wasn't it? What was the older car, the purple one?
It was burgundy, apparently. I'm colorblind. It was a Nissan Murano.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was something else. I thought
I have too much respect for myself to drive a PT Cruiser.
I should have known it wasn't.
Barely.
Yeah, I was going to say, I should have known it wasn't one. Exactly right. What else is going on this Saturday? The Mount Airy Rorton Club going to be serving up a big old breakfast from 6 a.m. till 9 o'clock. Sausage gravy, biscuits, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes, beverage, $7 for adults. That's cheap. And come visit with friends and neighbors while supporting the club up there in Mount Airy. What else? Got plenty of stuff going on. The Village of Sisney holding their annual townwide rummage sales. Going to be all over the place. Following the rummage sale on May 9th, on Monday, it's going to be townwide cleanup day. How about that? If residents would like to add your name to the sales list, it's too late. The newly remodeled Fairfield Public Library is going to host an open house on Saturday, along with its spring book and bake sale, beginning at 10 a.m. Baked goods may be brought to the library on Friday, May 6th, from 10 to 2, or on Saturday morning after 9. So help them out down there. What else is going on over in Salem? This is kind of interesting. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., it's Designer Purse Bingo. This will be at the Salem Community Activities Center. Prizes for Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and Coach. Tickets are $35 at the door. Price includes 10 games and a dauber. There's going to be a cash bar, concessions, 50-50. And if you want discounted advance tickets, give them a call at 548-6261. I guess they're not giving away cash if you yell bingo. They're giving away purses. So enjoy. Have a good time. Also in Centralia, the Band Aid community fundraiser and dance is going to be at the American Legion in Centralia. It's $15 tickets in advance, $20 at the door. Band Aid will have a dance band. The Cruisers will be performing, and I believe all the money does go to community events. One other live event I was going to tell you about. It is Boombox, all 80s pop and rock band at the Orchard Inn in Effingham. Join Boombox for the all 80s party outside on the Orchard Inn patio. The party begins at 6:30 and will go into the evening as you enjoy your favorite 80s songs in the nice May weather. Should the weather rain? It might rain. What's it supposed to do Saturday?
I think Saturday is supposed to be maybe morning, but then clear up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
think they'll have anything from Duran Duran, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I can't believe Duran Duran made it into the Hall of Fame.
So did Eminem.
There were a bunch of them.
Yeah.
How many did they throw in there? Like
6
15?
or 7 this year.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
Well, they do isn't it like 2 different categories of Hall of Fame status or something like that?
Pat Benatar got in, I saw. I was kind of surprised Eminem got in, but sold a lot of records.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll save that for another show because they're not going to put them in for a while, I suspect.
I don't know when the actual ceremony is.
We'll keep that in mind. What else going on the Friday? On the Friday before Mother's Day, ladies and gentlemen, this is National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. This recognizes the significant contributions, support, and sacrifices of the spouses of the armed forces. National Military Spouse Appreciation Day is also sometimes known as Military Spouse Day. This on May 23rd, 1984, Ronald Reagan declared the first Military Spouse Day. He recognized the profound importance of spouse commitment to the readiness and the well-being of military members. Cap Weinberger, Secretary of Defense, standardized the date by declaring the Friday preceding Mother's Day as the date each year. You were in the military. Did you have? You did not have a spouse.
I did not. No.
You had a couple,
girlfriend.
Had a girlfriend or two while you're in the military. Is that where your girlfriend attempted to
Nope, that was later.
That was later. Okay. We wouldn't be having,
I already know where that story's going.
That
was later.
We're not having the appreciation day for her.
Nope.
What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's National Nurses Day. May 6th each year is observed annually. This is to raise awareness of all nurse contributions and commitments.
What season of Grey's Anatomy was that?
See, now I was not sure that was Grey's Anatomy. But that gal on the right does look like Ellen Pompeo a little bit, right? If you really squint.
It looks like Nurse Nathan Fillion, too.
That's Nathan Fillion, and so that means the dude with the mustache is a McDreamy?
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I don't think we will. National Nurses Day was started in 1953 when Dorothy Sutherland, an employee of the United States Department of Health, sent a letter to President Eisenhower proposing a National Nurses Day. An official proclamation was not made. The following year, people began celebrating it on their own. Finally, President Nixon in 1974 did proclaim it, so there you go. For the nurses have something to celebrate. What else is going on? There's one other. Always like to have food, a little bit of food. Finally found a good food one today. This is National Crepe Suzette. Crepe Suzette Day. I have never in my life enjoyed a crepe Suzette, and I've never tried a crepe.
I was going to say, you haven't tried it or you haven't enjoyed it?
I have not tried it. I have not enjoyed it. I have not disliked it.
I have.
What do you think of crepe Suzette?
It's because a lot of times you go to like a nicer restaurant, they'll do the flambe at your table, so you get a little show with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's all right. Very, very heavy on the syrup, and it's an orange syrup basically. Use like an orange liqueur.
While they're
doused in butter.
While there's that looks okay, except it's kind of covered up. I like the look of this one. This one is the one that looks like it's doused in butter and it's been fired and it's ready to go.
The one I had was even way runnier than that. Like it was swimming in in the syrup.
See, that's pretty cool. I like the thought. Well, there are slightly different versions of crepe Suzette. The dish is quite distinct from most other crepe dishes. The recipe first appeared in the 19th century in Paris, courtesy of Chef Henri Charpentier. According to his memoir, he accidentally ruined a sauce for the crepes he was serving for the Prince of Wales and his guests. With no time to recover, he tasted the burnt sauce and discovered yum.
When was this?
This was late 1900s, late 1800s. It was the Prince of Wales, Prince Edward, who became King Edward VII.
I was going to say, you said Prince of Wales. I'm like, I wonder if that was King Edward. Yeah,
King Edward. So how'd you know that? You are like Mr.
That's why I was asking the time frame to see if that was the only Prince of Wales I could name is the one that became King Edward VII.
There you go. That was the one. He was Prince of Wales for quite some time, wasn't he? Didn't he follow Victoria?
I thought there was
there was one in the middle.
Yeah, there was one in between.
Yeah, there
that
was one.
And I can't.
It didn't last very long.
Yeah, I can't.
But Edward VII was king for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay, so I have had crepes before, but I have never had.
That's what the old running joke was. Can you name more than 3 kings of England? It was Edward.
I like that, and I also my favorite crepes joke is or crepes in popular references, of course, from Talladega Nights. Talladega Nights.
I'm not saying I like them.
Come on, Ricky Bobby, these colors don't run. What do you want to see on TV, folks? What's on television? Major League Baseball this afternoon. The Dodgers are at the Cubs. Tyler Anderson versus to be determined. That's at 1:20 at 9:15 tonight.
TBD's been struggling lately. TBD has been struggling.
TBD's having a rough way to go. TBD also for the Giants tonight as Jordan Hicks is pitching for the Cardinals at 9:15. I do love late night baseball. There's nothing as much fun as West Coast baseball. That's a good time.
Try rooting for a team that plays on the West Coast.
No.
It's not. I see the first 2 innings of a lot of A's games.
No, I'm not going to try.
Which means we get down 4-1 and they go to bed.
Who else? What else is going on? NHL hockey tonight. The playoffs. Hurricanes 2-0 over 2-0 over the Bruins. Also the Wild and the Blues. That'll be at 8:30. That's they're tied up 1 apiece. That's on TNT. And the Maple Leafs and Lightning also tied up 1 apiece on TBS at 6:30. Followed by the Oilers and Kings also tied up 1 apiece. And the NBA playoffs. This is the bad night where there are basically blowout series going on. The Heat at the Sixers at 6 o'clock on ESPN, followed by the Suns at the Mavericks. I think both those go 4. But we'll talk more about that later.
Sixers might still win if Embiid gets back.
Embiid might get back. He'd have to be wearing a big mask.
They're saying mask.
Yeah, it'd have to be. You're watching Big Talk. Back in a sec. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wild Bash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Just about said it wrong. I had to remember what I was doing. That's Brian Turner. You can find him online at several different places. IamWeeze.com.
That's the primary. Weasel32 on Twitter.
Weasel32.
Where I have most of my online fun, and then Facebook's kind of...
Do you do Facebook much?
Not nearly as much as I used to. Yeah. It's posting links, which... Since I don't interact on Facebook as much as I used to, no one ever sees those in their feed because of the algorithm.
Really?
Yeah. Used to, you can go look at your webpage stats, see what referrals you're getting and all that. Used to be like 10-1 Facebook to Twitter. It's kind of flipped the other way now just because I don't interact on Facebook nearly as much as I used to.
Well,
I've been buried by the algorithm, basically.
Well, that's it. I'm surprised that you can't put Wheeze in a corner. What are you talking about?
Turns out Mark Zuckerberg can.
Yes, you can. But you learn more about him anyway. Go to iamweez.com. That's the easiest place. We were talking a little bit ago. This is Kentucky Derby weekend. It is one of my favorite. It's a gorgeous weekend, usually, some rain. And it's typically just a hoot. It's a lot of fun. Have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby?
Been to Churchill Downs, not been to the Derby, though.
Have you ever wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure it's, especially on my budget, it would not be a great event to watch the race, but it'd still be a great event to attend.
It's a lot of fun. I've only been there one time. I feel like I'm not stepping on anybody. I'm not trying to one up anybody because I've only been there the one time. But yeah, it's something you got to do at least once while you're young and got your health and that kind of stuff because it is a slog.
Yeah,
I won't.
Were you down in the pits?
You bet.
Yeah,
you bet. And the races start at 9 a.m. and they go until 6 or so, 6:30 p.m.
You hope your liver goes that long.
You hope your liver and your legs. It's a ton of fun, but there are if you don't go, but you're a big fan of it like I am, and like you are, there are certain traditions of the race, like a mint julep. Do you enjoy the mint juleps?
This is the only time of the year I ever drink a mint julep.
Well, I don't have a picture of mint julep, but I do have a picture of, these are some of the things. This is a julep punch. Basically, it's a bourbon julep punch that some folks have perfected, and I don't know why.
Easier for parties than doing the individual.
It would probably be a little bit easier for parties. This is one. This is also, speaking of parties, this is the Bourbon Pecan Pie. And that
get rid of that white stuff on top, and I'm in.
I don't know what the white stuff is.
Some kind of whip or cool whip or whipped cream, so I'm out on either one.
Is that a crust on top of that pecan too? That's kind of surprising. On top of the pecan goo. Huh.
I think at least.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. And, of course, you can't really talk about Louisville without talking about, now this is a nice little mini. This is the hot brown sandwich, which is turkey and tomatoes and bacon and cheese and just all mixed in. And it's just a really nice deal.
I haven't had a hot brown since I was in Louisville several years ago.
It's not the only place you can get it.
Nashville's got a couple places, if I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
And in addition, of course, to that, there is the kind of the reason of this show, the degenerate betting, which can take place. These are the post positions as well as the morning lines that came out on Monday afternoon. They did it really early in the week, which was kind of interesting. And folks will start betting. Well, they've been betting on this for months if you really wanted to find a place, but you can probably start betting futures tomorrow today on this is Friday. We're going to talk. Does any surprises in that whole list that jump out at you?
Surprises? No.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't put anybody 50-1. Now maybe he's just.
It'll get there. I mean, that's the whole futures versus parimutuel debate. And
maybe he's just waiting for the parimutuels to take charge, which they will.
They will.
And there'll be horses 50, 60, 80, 90-1.
And some of these horses that I like because I like the number, I'm pretty sure I probably won't get at that number come race time, but for today's show purposes, we're going to talk about those numbers.
And also, when you look at those numbers, the only other really surprising thing to me is there were only 3 horses under 10-1. That was surprising to me. If you count the 10s,
it is a more wide open field this year.
It's kind of a wide open field. If you talk to, if you hear or listen to folks talking about it, like Nick Zito says, usually there's about 5 or 6 horses that you think, and you throw out 15. This one, there's 15 horses that can win, and you throw out 5. So what that leads to is this. We are going to take a look at about a half a dozen horses, maybe a few more, and we're going to pick champs. We're going to pick sleepers. And are we going to do exotics? Do you have an exotic prepared?
I can
too. See, that's the thing with 20 horses, it's tough to narrow. And you're watching Big Talk.
I've got 3 I like. So
we're going to come back talk about the Kentucky Derby some more right after this. Stick around. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. The one shot. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, baby. Hey, look who's got his hat on.
It's my handicap.
Your hat. He's wearing his handicap. Let's make sure it gets zoomed in so everybody gets a good look at that. Well, it didn't zoom.
Didn't zoom.
No, there's probably a reason it didn't zoom.
Is it my face?
It might be your face. It should have zoomed. No, it didn't zoom. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't want to screw anything else up.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to talk horses in the Kentucky Derby. Now, we showed this chart earlier, and the number 10 horse is the favorite. I was kind of surprised that it knocked off Epicenter. I thought the 7-2 horse was going to end up being, but here is Zandon. He is a good-looking horse. Tell me what you think about Zandon.
He was one of the favorites in a group that got the best draw, basically, because the two others kind of got the one of the three there, so that's why he became the favorite, I think.
Mose Donegal was one of the others that they were kind of thinking was going to be one of the top ones, and at the one hole, what's the matter with the one hole? Why does that tear me away from Mose Donegal?
You get pinned in. It's also this is the biggest crowd a lot of these horses see, so the biggest field they see.
It's
most
the biggest,
of these,
well, it's certainly the biggest crowd any of them will see.
and I mean, most of them only race 10 horse races. There's 20 in this one, so if you're on that inside, you're just seeing a wall of horses coming at you. They tend to not start well. I will say that with Mo Donegal, if you're going to want a horse to come out of the one, he might be built for it because he is a closer, so he might be able to hang back and make it up later. But yeah, it's just there's not been a whole lot of success coming out of that 1 through 4.
Which surprised me about Epicenter. There's Epicenter there, and he's in the 3 hole. I was really kind of surprised. I figured Epicenter was going to end up being the favorite. I was surprised that the 3 hole knocked him down as much as it did, because I thought he was the betting favorite coming in by far. Wasn't
he was, and like I said, he was one that had a ton of money before the postgate draw came out.
Right.
And it's just a lot of handicappers go by. I don't bet trends. That's one of the trends I do kind of look at. And the way when you put up those 20 horses, the way I start a handicap is I go through and eliminate certain things. Look at the buyer speed ratings and eliminate some of those slower ones. I look at
he's one of the ones. There's only 3 of them that have been over
100. Yeah. One's done it twice, and then he's done it once. Which the one that's done it twice is Tabo, and then Messier is. Yeah. Those are the only 3 that have been over 100 in the buyer speed ratings. There's a couple different speed ratings, but and then you look at those as your favorites, and then you look at how they draw. That's kind of where you start there. You kind of eliminate some of them there. The ones that don't have a number, because it's hard to improve by 10 points in a Kentucky Derby. Yeah. So you're looking, and it takes a 103 or higher to win the Derby.
And to get that kind of run in the Derby, you kind of have to be in the clear.
Yeah.
A little bit. And from the 3 spot, it might be a little bit tough to get into
especially when one of the sprinters in the field is in the 4, the Japanese horse.
The Summer is Tomorrow horse.
Yeah.
That summer's actually next month, but
so it's even misnamed.
It's even misnamed. What are they thinking?
That is a horse that is everyone expects to kind of probably be the front runner in the first couple of links, and so being inside of that one is also not a good thing for one of the early favorite, one of the betting favorites before the post draw.
Let's talk a little bit about, while we have the numbers up there. Let's talk a little bit about 20 horses and why I would or would not want to bet on a 3-1 or a 7-2 horse. Why other than the fact that I think he might win, what would stop me to bet on Zandone?
If you want to win, if you just want to pick your winner,
discuss value.
You probably do that, but yeah, when you have multiple horses that can win, you're going to look for, and that's kind of what I've done, where I have 3 or 4 horses that I put about the same, so I'm just going to take the bigger number on the odds.
Right.
In fact, the one I'm looking at is a double-digit odds right now. I expect we'll finish single digits come, by the time it goes off. But
do you want to start? Let's tell first what Jamie did. Do you have Jamie's Andy? Because what Lucas did, we hope Lucas is feeling better.
He's also anti-horse racing.
He's not a big horse racing guy. He likes horse racing about as much as he likes hockey, and we'll get to the USFL maybe the next time Lucas is here.
Jamie did submit 2 picks. He's got Messier, who is actually named after Mark Messier, the hockey player.
I do have Messier's picture. He's
a Canadian horse.
Yeah, they just happen to have the same number there. Messier is Canadian.
There's been 2 Canadian-bred horses win before.
It's not Messier. It's Messier. And
just think Canadian. A.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Messier.
There have been 2 Canadians?
Yep. Northern Dancer in 1964 and Sunny Halo in 1983. Canadian breadwinners.
Well, Northern Dancer became one of the top studs of all time. The line from Northern Dancer is one of the best of all time in racing. So that's pretty good. I didn't realize I might be changing my pick.
Well, you do have Mr. Prospector's got a couple of horses in this one.
Yeah.
Speaking of lineage.
Speaking of good lineage. Yeah, that's right.
Actually, I saw the stat this week. Half of the Triple Crown winners since, 1990 have come out of that line.
Is that right?
Yeah, the Triple Crown races winners. And it was like 15 or so in each, basically, that was come out of Mr. Prospector's lineage. And there's one.
Mr. Prospector must have been a heck of a man.
There's one in it this week. And
who's that?
You would ask me that. I had it, and I lost it.
What's then tell me what Jamie's
Got Messier. He's going across the board with him, and then he's got Messier and Zandone in the exacta.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
He's going to do an exacta box with that.
So you're looking at 8-1 and the favorite. So he's got basically the 3 top favorites. Are you prepared to give? What we're going to do here is we're going to give our main bet as well as we're each going to pick a sleeper, and I'm going to pick 2 main bets. And a sleeper. So I guess we're each picking 3 then, aren't we?
I've got a winner, and I've got an exacta box I'll probably do as well.
Okay, who do you have winning?
Tabo, the Bob Backford-ish horse.
This is Taiba, by the way.
Taiba, yeah.
Taiba winning the Santa Anita Derby, and look who's behind him.
Messier.
Taiba ran really well in that derby. Why do you like?
And they
Taiba?
weren't even supposed to run him in that race because then he won.
He was supposed to run earlier in the day, wasn't he? Didn't they make the change that week?
The owner basically insisted they need to get him qualified for the Derby. They weren't going to put him in the Kentucky Derby originally. The owner basically insisted that they run him in that. He winds up winning it, and now is the 4th or 5th favorite in the Derby.
So the owner had a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, had the confidence, and then because then there was some concern they didn't run him for a little bit after that, and it's like, well, we're kind of going off plan here, so we're going to rest him a little bit. And
he's only run. This is the one that's only run twice.
He's run twice, won both of them. There is never. Well, I say that
has not been such a lightly run horse, right?
1883, I think, was the last time a Derby winner had 3 or less races in them.
Wow!
So that, and we talked about there not being a heavy favorites this year. Just about every horse this year has something you could say this is why they won't win.
Yeah,
that is this. Taba's.
So you got Taiba at 12-1. What's your other one?
I kind of like Epicenter, and I also like Messier. If I'm going to probably do like an exacta box with those 3.
Now I like Taiba as well. He came walking in the door. He said, "You're going to pick the same horse I'm picking," but we're picking it for different reasons. Basically, I
look at speed ratings. She's one of the 3 that cleared that 100 mark, and I also look at it's called a final fraction. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Basically. Yeah. The last furlough, because this is the longest race these horses have ran. Right. So everyone looks at those. One of them, and he was 1 1/8.
He was charging at the end.
And basically, there's a cutoff. You have to run that last furlough under 13 seconds, and the last 3 under 38. There's been like 47 of the last 50 Derby winners have cleared that number.
Yeah.
So I look at that, and the horses that don't meet those 2 criteria, I kind of just tick them off my board.
Mine was my reasoning was a little bit different. My reasoning was more the Baffert dumb luck. I thought was going to transfer to the Yak team because this is Bob Baffert's horse.
Yeah.
Now I don't think Bob Baffert's not there, but
he is banned. Which, for quick review, Bob Baffert's banned for doping horses multiple times
till like the end of July or the end of June or something like that. And he's banned.
Well, it's a 2-year Derby ban, 90-day across all racing, I believe.
So yeah, he's not going to be.
So anywhere. What they did was they transferred his horses to one of his ex-trainers back in March.
Not all of them, just a few of them. Yeah, a lot of them got transferred.
The ones they thought could qualify for this.
A lot of other ones got transferred to if the owner didn't like their guy being a cheater, they transferred to somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Taiba is one of mine across the board. So I'm going to also go across the board on this little number. I love White Abarrio. White Abarrio is, and I'm kind of betting on the come here on White Abarrio. He won the Wood Memorial, the Holy Bull, and he basically ran him off the track until he started slowing down about the last 8th. Well, maybe not the last 16th. He was getting caught, and I'm hoping that in the month and a half he's been able to. They've worked him up a little bit more because that's what the trainers are trying to do. They're trying to work him up to the longer track, the longer length that is the Kentucky Derby. I like White Abarrio.
I will ask you, how many races has he run out of Gulfstream Park outside of that?
I don't believe any.
Nope. So the only place he's won is Gulfstream Park. So
I don't believe he's left his home park. I'm pretty sure he likes it down there.
But he's only lost once.
And he keeps
that was
winning, though.
A year ago.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps winning, and he keeps beating good competition. Won the Florida Derby.
Who was the one in Louisiana? Because that one's had a pretty good carryover here lately.
I can't recall. But taking another look, before we get out of here, let's pick long shots. If we had to, somebody's twisting our arms, and then you and I both picked the same long.
We both took the same long shot.
So I'm going to change mine.
I took Cyberknife.
You're taking
20-1.
Why are you taking Cyberknife as your long shot?
That is trusting a couple people that know more than me. I don't really have a handicap other than.
And it's Brad Cox.
Yeah,
it's the Louisville guy.
I will say that horse coming out of the 10, the favorite, also has probably the best jockey too.
Zandon.
Yeah.
So you got that's not the one with Mike Smith, right?
Flavion Pratt.
Oh, Flavion Pratt. Yeah.
And then Chad Brown trained.
I'm going to take. I'm going to go to a 20-1. I like Charge It. I will take that as my the number 8. That's a great spot.
I know a couple of bettors that have that one too.
Yeah,
so.
I like Charge It. So, folks, there you have it. We have clearly. I bet you a horse that we did not name wins the race. So you can take.
It'll be Tiz the Bomb or someone like that.
See, now we ought to start naming horses so nobody can say that. You're watching Big Talk. We're going to come back talk a little bit about a few other things. Back in a second. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. How y'all doing? Last weekend from Thursday to Saturday, it was Las Vegas all over the place, wasn't it?
NFL Christmas.
NFL Christmas.
Everyone opening their gifts.
NFL Christmas in May as the NFL, or I guess April, as the NFL draft. What'd you think of the NFL draft? Were you surprised by anything? Anything throw you? What was the biggest?
I was surprised the Raiders didn't overdraft by 20 spots in the first round.
Well, here is.
Oh wait, they didn't have a first round.
They didn't have
or a second round.
Here's the top of the first round as they came off the board. I was shocked a little bit that Stingley went third. I
made money on that one.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went 14-4 on my bets.
Nice.
Had under 6.5 on Stingley.
I kind of figured Stingley'd go to the Giants or the Panthers. I didn't think he'd go up that high.
In fact, I looked earlier in the week. It was 55-1 if you had that top three, and once I figured out that was the top three, it had already dropped down to plus 200.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was. I mean, so the top three are pretty well set.
Aiden Hutchinson dropped to 2 from about a week or two ago, probably, and I was kind of surprised.
Well, if you remember, I had Trayvon at plus money. I got him at plus 195 early in the week. And then, like Wednesday, Thursday, once it became pretty clear that he was the number one, I also took stabs at him at minus 200 and minus 300. So I mean,
you had three or four.
I had 3 bets on Trayvon Walker. That was my 3 biggest bets.
Did you bet the Hutchinson to 2?
No. No.
I would have thought that was I would have thought. See, I didn't. I started looking at them, and I didn't have time, and so I didn't bank any of the bets on them. But I thought the Hutchinson going to the Detroit Lions after Trayvon goes first was just an immediate. I figured they'd run to the.
And it was, I think, by the time it became obvious that Trayvon was 1, Aiden at 2 was like minus 900.
Oh. Yeah, so it was obvious to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the bottom half. Any surprises?
That night, I thought, which I think a lot of the TV guys were surprised by Quay Walker, but I actually bet him to go in the first round, so that one wasn't super surprising. And I bet him to be the first linebacker taken too.
Georgia did incredibly well. They had 4 or 5 guys in the first round.
And then the Jets' third pick, Jermaine Johnson. There were people that linked him to them in the top 10. So then they get him at 26 there, and that's when everyone went, okay, the Jets just had one of their best days in franchise history.
Yeah.
Which you see it every year. Teams that have multiple first round picks, everyone says, well, they did great in the draft. They won the draft. It's because they had multiple picks, but they actually did pretty well with those multiple picks this year.
What'd you think of Kenny Pickett going to the Steelers?
That one was, and actually that's one of the bets. I had Pickett first quarterback taken, but I thought he'd go to the Saints.
Oh, well.
So I got lucky there. Actually, I thought they would take Willis, and that's why I mocked him Willis in my draft or in my mock draft, even though I thought Willis was about a third rounder, which is where he went.
Yeah.
Because they kept talking all offseason about we need to be more mobile at quarterback. You know, we need the guy that can get outside the pocket. Big Ben couldn't do that the last several years. So I kept, well, they're going to take Willis. And turns out they were smokes, and they admitted after the draft, like, yeah, that was all smokescreen. We've been doing that since the season ended.
They had intended to take Pickett all along. They never really did. They didn't have to trade up to get him. I wonder if they were just doing that to make. I guess they were just doing that to make sure nobody else picked Pickett, I suppose.
Which this was a weak quarterback class. Which is anytime that happens, anyone says the whole class is weak, which was maybe not as top end strong, but that's because there weren't the quarterbacks this year.
Next year there's going to be a ton of quarterbacks, so it'll be the top 10. There'll be 3 in the top 10.
I did like probably. Ross Tucker tweeted out immediately. It was like Kenny Pickett will never be able to play in Heinz Field with those small hands. And people
that's pretty good.
People didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I saw that. I started laughing, and then people didn't realize. Oh, he's only been playing there for 4 years. Yeah. I
will say the one concern with him, and besides the hands, is he's going to be 24 when the season starts.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's not been a great history of quarterbacks starting that.
Chris Winkie?
Well, Winkie was even older. He was 27. But that's the Colt McCoy, type of players, and that in that group. That.
So the draft is over, and your team, the Raiders, they didn't screw it up because they didn't.
Because they couldn't.
They couldn't. And same with the Bears. I heard.
Their screw up was in trading for Devontae Adams and giving him that huge contract. When I would have rather had a first round pick and taken a Treylon Burks or a Jahan Dotson or someone like that and saving some money.
Real quick, let's talk a little NBA before we get out of here. The NBA, two of the semifinals are 2-0. Miami and Phoenix both lead 2-0. You think that Philadelphia can come back and get a game, right?
I mean, Heat are minus 800 to win that series right now.
Yeah,
but I think that. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a sweep. No,
I do.
I think the Mavs will win 1 or 2.
Do you think Memphis can beat the Golden State? Since Poole got hurt, maybe or something.
No. If it is, it's because Jaw is transcending. We're seeing the transcendence of Jaw right now.
That's absolutely true.
I mean, there's a chance that if the Grizz do win this series and knocking off this Warriors group, it's Jordan getting past the Pistons and the Celtics. I mean, that type of we're taking off now.
That's the thing. That's always fun to watch.
Jaw's the most fun player in the NBA to watch.
Yeah. And the things he does.
I don't know about the most effective at helping you win games.
He just seems like he seems like a step quicker than anybody who tries to guard him.
And he's fearless. Watching the way, because he's tiny.
Yeah.
Watching him crash the lane and some of the dunks he throws down because he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
And he hits the ground a ton. I mean,
we're going to come back, talk a little baseball, and we'll probably mention the National Hockey League. How about that? You're watching Big Talk. Back in a sec.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hi, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian Turner is here. We are talking all kinds of different sports. And today, we're getting all kinds of different sports, aren't we?
We got a bunch going on.
We're going to get about 5. And he's wearing...
Even the big one that's in the offseason, we still had the...
And that's the thing. Look, he's wearing his...
Oh, yeah, we didn't even got to this yet.
we don't have time.
Oh, we got time. We don't have to talk NHL. My team's back in the Champions League, baby.
His team is back in the Champions League. That's why he's wearing the...
And almost as important, Man City's not. Epic collapse.
It'll be Liverpool versus Madrid.
Madrid,
then, right?
yeah.
Real Madrid. That's
Did you see the Man City loss?
I saw one of the goals.
I only saw the scores because I was actually at softball, and I kept because I had money on Man City yesterday. Oh, glad to lose it. Had no problem losing that one.
They had the game in their hand.
They were up 5-3 on aggregate when they went into extra time.
Oh.
Got scored on at 90. Got scored on at 91. Now we're tied and going to go into extras, and they gave up a goal 5 minutes into that and never got it back. Oh, it was glorious.
I didn't realize the numbers on it. I knew that they'd scored at 8 in the 90th and the 91st, because I thought whenever I was reading it, I thought the 91st was an extra time, but they went into extra time because they were tied in the aggregate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that does. Yeah, that does. That's too bad for the Man City folks.
It's not. It's really not.
We'll talk more about that as it gets closer. It's in the end of the
May
month.
28th.
May 28th. So, yeah, we'll get to that.
I will find a bar in St. Louis somewhere.
There you go. Let's talk baseball. There's the American League. And, yeah, I accidentally did cut off the New York Yankees, but they're pretty good.
Have they lost yet? It's been a while. They did finally
lose. They're 2.5 games above the Blue Jays, so that puts them about 19-8 or so, I believe, is the Yankees' record if you're looking at that. However, interestingly
18-7.
enough, when you look at these, I've got the run differentials there, and that's what a lot of people pay attention to. Now, granted, it doesn't count in the standings, but that's what folks pay attention to determine whether they think their team's any good.
It's a better predictor of future success than what your record is.
Say they're in the Central Division where the Twins are plus 24 at 15-10, and the White Sox are minus 18. It makes one who is, if one is a White Sox fan or is betting the White Sox,
or has them in a run pool,
like I have the Cardinals.
They have not scored over 6 yet.
Makes one worry. But the National League is the more entertaining one. You take a look at run differential on the National League, and there's one that really, really jumps out at you. It's down there at the bottom of the Central.
The Reds?
The Reds. 82 run differential in 24 games.
Yeah.
That is impossible.
They have been a run line machine betting against them because they've only lost like 2 of those games by 1 run. Everything else, because run line in baseball is always 1.5.
1.5.
And then heavily juiced, they're still a machine. Betting against them on the run line has been a machine.
The Reds right now are actually. I think I won today, didn't I? What was the final on the Reds? I bet the run line on the Brewers today, and they were tied up 3-3. And then I look back later, it's 8-4. Woohoo!
Yeah, they make the A's look solid right now.
I took that shot. That picture was from before today's game. Yeah, the Reds they're basically handing out free money, and they have been for a while. They're 3-21.
Yeah.
So you look at it. If they're going to lose 100 games, they have to come back and go 60-80. They got to win. They got to win 3 out of every 8 games. They've won 3 out of 21 right now. How many games are they going to end up losing?
I listen to Steve Fezzik quite a bit. He pounded under 71 on them. Just last week, it was under 71.
Still?
Yeah. It's down to 62 or 63 right now.
It's going to be tough for them to get.
They Hill puts up daily, the win total. They update it every day. You can bet that any day now.
It's going to be tough for them to get to 60.
Yeah.
Because they when you start out,
let's see, what's
20 games under 500, it's just they're going to have to go 57 and.
Fangraphs has them at 65 projected. Not even worse in the league. Orioles are 64.
Well, that brings me to this screen.
A's are 69.
This was today's betting odds. This was to win the World Series, and somehow the Reds are 500 to 1, and the D-backs are 100 to 1. The 100 or 1,000 to 1, as are the Orioles. How is that possible? Are they thinking that the Reds can come back?
Well,
or is this the betting there?
It's the division.
It's the division.
No one's run away.
Yeah. The D-backs and the Orioles are both in a tougher division.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, the top one in the Central Division, the Brewers at 14 to 1. And the Cardinals there at 30 to 1. The Cubs down there at 100 to 1.
So those other two have to deal with the Dodgers, the Yankees,
Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Let's see, how am I doing? I've got a little time. Are you surprised at how bad the Reds are?
No, because I think they're trying. I think they're trying to be this bad. I think the A's are trying to be this bad.
The players are. They got
Not
Joey
the players,
Vaughn.
no, the franchise. I think just like the A's. The A's are trying to get to Vegas, so they're tanking.
They threw Hunter Green out there today. I mean, they're basically going to ruin this kid's rookie year. And he'll look back his entire life thinking, what'd they do to me?
Yeah, I've got him in my dynasty league, so hopefully not.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Have you seen the attendance numbers?
No, for the Reds?
No, for everyone. There's a clear worst team in the league.
Well, I've seen that.
Yeah. 7,000 fans a game, and that's including the 35,000 home opener, the Oakland A's. They are not happy in Oakland.
Will they end up getting to Las Vegas?
I think so.
So you think within 3 or 4 years?
I think we're watching Major League. I think Fisher's going to get. Fisher's going to get his way. Where
we're watching Major League without the gal with the pull off.
We're not pulling off. We're not pulling things off of John Fisher now. I'm into some weird stuff, but that ain't it.
Who's Jake Taylor on that team?
We traded him.
That guy's dead.
Not only we trade the veterans, we traded the veterans we brought in for the veterans.
We gotta go, folks. We'll see y'all later. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching Big Talk. Have a good one.